Alright, hey guys, welcome back. Today we're on the lathe. We're going to be making a new cable here. This is a shipped cable, so this cable in particular is 2.5 millimeters in diameter. We went ahead and took a measure of the barrel here, and the barrel is 0.9 at the widest point. Let's see, yeah. 0.9 at the widest point, if y'all can see that. And with a 0.1, that's, sorry, 0.9, I don't know what I'm saying. A 5.9 at the widest point, and then 5.8 at the narrowest point. So that's a 5 center with a point, with a 5.9 center with a 5.8 edges here. And it's exactly, it's just under its 5.95 wide, millimeters wide. So we're gonna go ahead and make that 10. And we're gonna put a chamfer on either side to bring it down to have a 5.9 millimeter outer diameter with a chamfer of 0.1 shorter or more narrow. And this is lead right here. The only reason I'm not gonna be using lead is because I don't have any hard lead like this does. I already took the measurement of this, but all we're doing today is making this barrel. The reason we're going extending it that extra to a full 10 millimeters is so I don't have any problems with getting it through. This is a 8 millimeter rod. And all I gotta do is turn down about that much of it. So we're just gonna stick it in here. Let me get this. Now brass is plenty strong enough for this application. It'll be stronger than the lead. This is pure brass. There's nothing real special about it. We're gonna keep it. Now, if you remember, I don't care if I mar up this one too much. In the last video, I made a point not to do that. But in this one, we're just gonna have it right here. We're gonna bring this out, and that's marked perfectly. I'm gonna tighten that up the rest of the way. I don't want a lot of pressure on it. We're going to take it to 10 millimeters for our marking, and we're just going to take it. We'll go ahead and turn it on right quick. There we go. So we have our mark there. I'm going to bring my cutting tool here up to that mark just so I can have a verified mark. I'm gonna turn it back on. Alright, there we go. We're gonna take a little bit off. Now I'm gonna take this. This is brass, and I'm not worried about being oiled up or anything here. Alright, until we touch. We're gonna back it off here. Not touching, and there, I'm touching. Now I got a millimeter dial here, or I meant, sorry, 60 thous out here. We're gonna bring that in about there. Remember, you always, if you have a dial on your lathe, you want to do a, you want to take half of the amount you want to do. So I believe I got this right. A little cut right quick. Since brass is soft, you still want to go slow. That's part of the reason I have this chuck here moving so slow. Need to grease my lathe. We're gonna turn it off, and we're gonna check how thin this is. Oh, helps if I take that stopper off. Remember, bringing it at 5.9. We're at 7.8 right now. So we're gonna take it a little bit more. 5.9. on this. So we're gonna take a little bit more. Each time you move it in, it's gonna double the amount you take off. We're taking 2.1 millimeters off. We're gonna go ahead and take a look. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see that limit a little bit. I gotta make 2 of these that I know of. We're at 6.5 now. 6.5 millimeters. So we got 0.6 to go. I moved it out a little bit. You can always take more off. All right, let's check it again. Oh, my bad. We were at 6.6 millimeters. Now we're at 6.2. Another reason you want to go slow with brass, it flexes. Even at this short of a distance here, it'll still flex. So we want to avoid that. Ooh, man, that was close. We almost went too short. That is 5.85 millimeters. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna put a chamfer on the ends. All I'm gonna do for that is we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna take our little pliers here. Someday I'll fork out the money for a new tool rest. I'm good with what I got now. Now the whole reason you see me changing this and not this over here is because if I move that, then I have to re-zero it. When this is zeroed out, I can easily just adjust my tool rest and I know it will be 0. So we're gonna turn it back on. Since this is just over 5.8, we're gonna leave that and just put chamfers on it this side. There we go, there's a chamfer. And this is what I do. I'm gonna take my file and I'm just gonna brush it right quick with it on, and then I'm gonna take my hacksaw here. Let me double measure this first before I do that though. The reason I say double measure is because sometimes, come on, move out of the way. Because you gotta account for the thickness of your of the saw here. If you take too much off, then you won't have your full amount. So I'm gonna turn this on, file down the little shavings, and then cut it. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. That's all we need to file. Now we're gonna take our saw, and you want to move it. Nice thing about having that lip on there is you don't have to try to keep it in one spot too hard. You just kind of angle it inwards and you saw it. Apparently the sharpest teeth are right there. There we go. Alright. So now that we have this, I'm going to cut the video. Yeah, I'm going to cut the video. And I'll have 2 of these. We're going to drill a hole through here and a hole through here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a through hole, so I'm going to make it a T. So it's going to come in here and go through the whole barrel here. And it's going to be a T hole. We're going to take it's going to be a 2.5, it's going to be a 2 3/4 millimeter or a 3 millimeter max hole. Go through here and through there. What we're going to do is we're going to split on our new cable, not this one. We're going to split the wires like this and solder it in place. It'll be much stronger than putting screws in, and it'll pull more evenly than if you would insert a screw. It's also easier to drill 2 holes and solder it than it is to tap these holes and get the right screws and make sure that the screws don't break while you're trying to insert them. So soldering is a lot easier. We'll put another chamfer on here, but I'm gonna go ahead and make the second one, and then I'll show me doing the drilling.